Hi everyone, this is Dr. Manjula Prasad Vastrad, working as Assistant Professor in Rajeshwari Karparmat Ayurveda Medical College, Vijaypur. I am doing this video specially to help students during this quarantine period and also follow my PPTs which are already there in RKM online material. Today I am discussing one of the very important glands of the body. Those are suprarenal glands. One more name for suprarenal glands is the adrenal glands. These are responsible for maintenance of water and electro balance of the body, and also these are responsible for hypo and hyper functioning of the body. These two are the pair of endocrine glands situated on the posterior abdominal wall over the upper pole of the kidneys behind the peritoneum. These glands consist of two parts. Outer is called as cortex, which is mesodermal in origin. Inner is medulla, which is neuroquest in origin. Location of these glands on the basis of 9 quadrants of the abdomen. Each gland lies in the epigastrium at the upper pole of the kidney, in front of the crus of the diaphragm, opposite the vertebral end of the 11th intercostal space and 12th rib. Measurements: it measures about 50 mm in length, 30 mm in breadth and 10 mm in thickness and weighs about 5 gram. And shape: the right suprarenal gland is triangular in shape and the left suprarenal gland is semilunar in shape. For this I will show you one more figure. So this is the right suprarenal gland, which is triangular in shape. When triangular, it possesses apex, base, 3 borders and 2 surfaces. This is anterior border, medial border, and this is the lateral border, and 2 surfaces, anterior surface and the posterior surface. And in this left suprarenal gland, it is semilunar in shape. It possesses 2 ends. The upper end, which is narrower in nature, the lower is rounded in shape, and 2 borders. This is the medial border, which is convex in nature, and the lateral one is concave in nature. And then I will tell the relations of the gland. The relations of the right suprarenal gland. So see here, this area medially it is related to the inferior vena cava and laterally it is related to the liver. On left side, the anterior surface, superiorly it is related to the stomach and inferiorly it is related to the pancreas. This is the anterior surface of the left suprarenal gland. And then the posterior surface, this is the posterior surface of the right suprarenal gland. Above, it is related to the diaphragm. This area is related to the diaphragm, and this area is related to the right kidney. And then this is the posterior surface of the left suprarenal gland. Superiorly, it is related to the diaphragm, and inferiorly, it is related to the left kidney. Then I will discuss very important part of the gland. As I told, it consists of 2 parts, the outer cortex and inner medulla. For that I will show you one figure. So this is the suprarenal gland. So this is the outer is cortex, which consists of 3 zones, and inner is the medulla. Here arrangement is: outer, it consists zona glomerulosa, which produces mineralocorticoids and affects electrolyte and water balance. Inner to this one is consists zona fasciculata, which produces glucocorticoids, and inner to this is zona reticularis, which is responsible to produce sex hormones. So these are the arrangements of the cortex: zona glomerulosa, zona fasciculata and zona reticularis. And then inner is the medulla. This is the medulla part, which consists of chromaffin cells. Those are responsible to secrete very important hormones, that is adrenaline and noradrenaline. So this regarding the parts of the suprarenal gland, the cortex and the medulla. Then the very important part of the gland is the blood supply. For this I will show this figure. The suprarenal glands are supplied by three main arteries. First, it is supplied by the superior suprarenal artery. This is the superior suprarenal artery, which is the branch of the inferior phrenic artery. And it also supplied by the middle suprarenal artery, which is direct branch of the descending abdominal aorta. And it also supplied by the inferior suprarenal artery, which is branch of the renal artery. And then venous drainage. So here the right suprarenal gland drains into the right suprarenal vein. Later it drains to the inferior vena cava. So it differs in left side. Left suprarenal gland, it drains first into the left suprarenal vein, later into the left renal vein, and then to the inferior vena cava. At end, this is the gland. These are the endocrine glands. So at end I will tell the clinical anatomy. So excessive secretion of the cortical secretion leads to the hyperplasia of the cortex, may produce various effects. In case of adults, it leads to the hyperglucocorticism, which leads to the Cushing syndrome. And then in women, excessive androgen may cause virilism. And insufficiency of cortical secretion also leads to the Addison's disease, which is characterized by the weakness and blood pressure becomes low, and anemia, pigmentation of the skin. These are the symptoms. And bilateral removal of the adrenal glands is also done as a treatment of some advanced cases. Benign tumors of suprarenal medulla causes attacks of hypertension, which is associated with palpitation, headache, excessive sweating, and pallor of the skin. So this completes suprarenal gland. Thank you.